Hello everyone. Now our group present assignment of maritime. Our topic is approach in resolving conflict at South China Seas with United Nations Law of the Sea Convention. Our group name is San Shui. Our group member have Chan King Kai, Benson Lee Junsi, and me, Lu Kai Yang. Now we start the presentation. Today, I will give you an overview of the strategy and legal landscape in the South China Sea conflict. The South China Sea is a highly contested region involving several countries, including China, Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, and Taiwan. This area is critical not only because of its rich natural resources and energy prospects, but also for its role in global trade routes, with over one-third of the world shipping traffic passing through this water. In this context, the UNCLOS serves as a cornerstone framework. It clearly defines maritime rights like territorial seas and exclusive economic zones, which are key to resolving disputes in the region. Furthermore, it provides dispute resolution mechanisms, including arbitrations through ITLS and procedures under Annex 5. This element make UNCLS a vital tool for guiding states toward resolving maritime conflict in a rules-based manner. Moving on to the resolution approach and inherent challenge, UNCLS provides several legal avenues like arbitration and ITLS ruling that will highlight in the 2016 Philippines v. China case. Even though that ruling invalidated expensive claims like the nine-dash line, enforcement remained problematic as evidenced by China's refusal to comply. This situation underlines a major challenge. Although UNCLS set forth clear legal norms, its dispute resolution mechanisms lack effective enforcement. Next, we talk about the critics of the policy. The first point is lack of enforcement mechanisms. Enforcement is a major hurdle despite clear legal outcomes. Powerful actors like China may simply dismiss ruling. The second point is inability to address historically based claims. UNCLOS is less effective when it comes to historical claims science since its provision focus on modern legal interpretation without addressing long-standing territorial narrative. The third point is regional power imbalance. Geopolitical power imbalance further compound the issue, leaving smaller Southeast Asian nations at a disadvantage during negotiations. The last point is diplomatic shortcoming. The tendency to rely on non-binding, politically driven agreements such as the slow-moving code of conduct dilutes the authority of UNCLOS norms. That's all my part. Thank you.
And to continue on, this is on the areas of improvement. As now, I'll jump into the first one, where during the past, China disagree with the ruling systems of UNCLOS because China is considered a big nation and UNCLOS lacks authority to take action, whereby they don't they are afraid of big countries like China. As to solve this issue, they should strengthen their Asian Maritime Task Force, whereby to establish a partnership relationship with countries around South China Sea. It has to build a good connection and communication between them to solve issues like this. Also, this could be a chance for them to give punishments or penalties if any of the countries do not follow the rule of UNCLOS. Besides that, the next issue is the nine dash line issue, where China associated that the South China Sea was its territory under the nine dash line, where during the past, long time ago, they adjusted that the sea and islands, everything is all claimed or to China, as by without any good or solid evidence, they just use historical facts like saying that I've been here for the longest time. So the islands and the marines, everything related to the sea is on me. Everything is to me, and it's only for me. As for that, UCLOS have to enhance and clarify their rules and regulations and prove that uh, law is prioritized over historical evidence, as to have legal power to persuade China that uh, that law is prioritized and principles of UCLOS is prioritized. Moving on is to have a clear and concise code of conduct as to deal with issues like imbalanced regional power, as by to implement this rule around the South China Sea to build a powerful UCLOS ruling system as to control and solve any issues related to the maritime sea activities, as by also enhancing the overall UCLOS authority power, whereby this is usually used by the government, but this COC code of conduct can be used by UCLOS as well, as to make the whole process of maritime activities and any disobey of ruling by countries as to solve them. Lastly is to implement of monitoring and reporting mechanism (MRM), as MRM is used by the UNICEF to protect kids from uh, from bad things, but this could be used and implemented by UCLOS, where UCLOS UCLOS has the problems of soft and weak political agreements, as by putting these systems on can can be can be to keep an eye on nations and groups that are not adhering to the ruling of the responsibility and duties of flag states, coastal states, and port states. Lastly, to have reporting systems as to increase the transparency and accountability of each country, so that UCLOS knows everything is going on, and to keep an eye on everything. To conclude, everything done by UCLOS, these recommendations I hope to be implemented and to solve and improve the UNCLOS issues and build a better maritime activities and system. Thank you.
Hi everyone, let me introduce myself first. My name is Benson. Today I'm going to present about suggestions for betterment towards sustainability. So first, involving neutral country in South China Sea discussion. Invite neutral country to join this discussion under UNCLOS, which is United National Law of the Sea Conventions. So for example, neutral country like Japan, United States, and so on is to build trust between both parties and give a fair and peaceful solution to avoid conflict happen. Invite those countries is to help that the discussion is fair and follow the rules, make sure discussion follow international law, not political. So now we talk about for the second point, which is encouraging joint development agreement. So rather than argue over who own the ownership, country can focus on working together in certain part of the sea and it's hard to solve quickly for the ownership. Use joint development agreement to work together without fighting over border. Let countries share the sea resources like oil, gas and fish. So good things that JDA, which is Joint Development Agreement, can bring to the country to do business together. Last but not least, implementing confidence building measure and enhancing transparency. Why building trust with confidence building measure CBM is important because can help clear communication between both parties and transparency help reduce tension in South China Sea. Tools of CBM can help avoid misunderstanding and promote cooperations between countries, like using military hotline. Country can set up direct phone line between Navy or Coast Guard and use it during unexpected sea encounter to prevent mistake or fight. Besides that, sharing not sensitive data like ocean survey, map, and sea chart, environmental report to enhance the transparency. So, in the conclusions, solving all the problems at once is very difficult, but hopes that can be settled in a peaceful way or as soon as possible to avoid the conflict or fight. That's all for me. Thank you.